मेरा क्या होगा, डीएससी होगा नहीं होगा, what will I do. I used to just go head first in the study, like whatever I'm studying, maths or whatever, I used to go head first, and after 5 minutes or so I was so busy studying ki all of this would have gone. Impossible to score even a decent marks in CUET if you do only CUET, because we cannot predict what will be the paper pattern. The trick is to trick yourself to not do the same questions again and again, maybe the same type but not the same questions, because you don't want to memorize them. You want to increase your problem solving skills. That is what matters. Even it does not matter if you're preparing for CUET, you should only stick to CUET questions. It does not really matter. You can branch out to even past year DSE ka questions, या फिर past year JNU ka questions. They are also good. They also give you a good flavor of questions. And most of the paper was boiling down to how many options you can eliminate rather than solve. The thing is कि I advise against it. Don't try to cram it up in the last phases of your preparation, because it is really not worth. The way EduSure has their material, I was flabbergasted कि how is this possible? Everything is managed, organized very well, and I do not have to waste a single second to navigate whatever I want.
Okay, so today we have Priyangshu Patra with us. He is a resident of Durgapur. He did his bachelor's in economics from GIP, Gokhale Institute from Pune, and it's amazing that after taking a drop year, he has managed to get into the Delhi School of Economics via the CUET course. Okay, so it is amazing. Firstly, congratulations so much, Priyangshu, and I hope that it's a dream come true. How are you feeling after this?
Thank you, sir. The feeling is very surreal. I did not think I would get into DSC, and it feels very nice to see all the hard work paying off.
No, that's awesome. So, obviously, Delhi School of Economics is amazing, and I am absolutely sure that the fundamentals that you put in was absolutely important and is actually paying off. So, any suggestion to anyone कि basics कितना ज़्यादा important है in your preparation?
Basics are really important, because as we know, as things stand, DSE does not conduct its own exams. We have to get into DSE by CUET, and CUET's main focus is on basics. So your basics have to be very strong, and you have to do the basic stuff again and again and again rigorously in the first 6 months of your preparation, or else it will be very difficult for you in the last phase, which happened to me. That is what I advise against. Like, don't skip the basics. Don't think that I will do the basics later on. Let me do the advanced stuff first. It does not work that way. You have to be rigorous with your basics so that you don't do basic mistakes in the later phases of your preparation.
Also, I see that you decided very late. Although आप full timer actually थे that you did not have any other commitments, but you joined the course as a crash course. So how much did you actually study in the last 1 to 2 months, and how important were those 1 to 2 months for you?
Last 1 to 2 months, I really don't know how much I studied it. Some days it might have been I was sleeping for 4 hours. Some days it might have been I was sleeping for 6 hours. Some days I would have been very tired. It was a very bad decision for me to start with EduSure in the late stages of my preparation, but paid off, so it's well and good. And the thing is I advise against it. Don't try to cram it up in the last phases of your preparation, because it is really not worth it. Just like you say, sir, before the exam we should not study. Just the day before the exam we should not study. We should relax, and the preparation should be like that. You should have a schedule, and the workload should be spread evenly with your entire schedule, or else this will take a very bad toll on your memory, on your reasoning capability, on your problem solving skills. It will take a toll, and it does.
No, I understand that, but I'll also want to ask you something that last ke 1 month to 2 months, how did you study? Like, what was the schedule? Did you take a subject and actually finished all the topics of that, then actually went into the next one? कैसे आपने उसको prepare किया? How did you plan? Okay, today I need
I
to do
had
mathematics, tomorrow I need to do this.
Yeah, I had I spread my day in two subjects. One, either maths at the end of the day, either maths or stats, and at the starting of the day, the first half of the day, either macro or micro. So I did topic wise. I tried to finish the entire syllabus of micro as much as possible, as fast as possible, and after finishing it, not without the past year papers, also with the past year papers which are given in EduSure, the questions. I used to do it with that. I used to finish this from 7 o'clock till 3 o'clock. This microca thing
Wow.
would have been finished, and then I had my lunch and my bath. And from 4:35 till 11 or 12, I would have tried to finish the maths cupboard or stats cupboard. Stats was a bit more difficult for me than maths, so it took 1.5 sessions. Means next day morning also I had to do stats as well. That happened like that.
So, was it a challenge to do two subjects in a single day? Yeah, did it come in a very natural manner, or you did that because एक ही subject को करते करते आपको actually boring भी लगने लगता है? So,
हाँ,
what was the reason why you?
it does get boring, but the trick is to trick yourself to not do the same questions again and again. Maybe the same type, but not the same questions, because you don't want to memorize them. You want to increase your problem solving skills. That is what matters. And
Right.
even it does not matter if you're preparing for CUET. You should only stick to CUET questions. It does not really matter. You can branch out to even past year DSE का questions, या फिर past year JNU का questions. They are also good. They also give you a good flavor of questions if you get bored from the CUET questions. That is my point.
एक्चुअली यू पुट इन अ वेरी वैलिड पॉइंट। तो जितने भी स्टूडेंट्स से मैंने एक्चुअली किया है बात, जिनको सीयूईटी के थ्रू डीएससी मिला है, आईजीआईटीआर मिला है, जेएनयू मिला है, सो दे आर ऑल्सो सेइंग द सेम थिंग दैट सर we didn't only prepare for the CUET entrance. We prepared for the IIT and ISI. So did you also do the same thing? And they also told me that खाली CUET करके जाते तो CUET नहीं होता।
No, impossible to score even a decent marks in CUET if you do only CUET, because we cannot predict what will be the paper pattern, because 2024 also they gave somewhat different question paper, and 2025 also they gave
Very, very
very
different.
very different question paper, which was very unpredictable. So it's really not predictable what they will give. This year it was very data based, so next year it might be much more problem math based.
मैथ बेस्ड, हाँ।
Yeah, so
मैथ्स तो ये पूरे पेपर में मैथ्स एंड स्टैटिस्टिक्स इन द इंटायर पेपर वाज अप्रोक्सीमेटली 15 to 16 questions.
yeah,
Wasn't a lot.
yeah.
So 60 out of the 75 questions were from economics, Indian economy, data, census, all that. Yes.
And most of the paper was boiling down to how many options you can eliminate rather than solve, by intuition or by the things you know. Like for example, I remember one question was there, the some food production ka question was there. Ki how much food production was there? I remember that 2007 mein there was 315 million tons of food production. So I eliminated the rest of the options. Ki 2008 mein it will be more than 315 million. So it got.
And you got the correct answer.
Yeah, it got me right. So that is.
So you have to be very, thinking on your feet.
Yeah.
हो सकता है कि आपको आंसर एग्जैक्टली नहीं पता है, बट एलिमिनेट करके you can actually get to the right response.
That is the point, because how much will you study for CUET? At the end of the day, you have to manage so many questions and so many question papers and so many types of questions, because you're not only appearing for CUET, you're appearing for ISI, IIT also.
Everything.
So yeah, you cannot go fully committed to any question, any paper. You have to be overall very good in the question solving thing.
So last के 2 months में you would have only studied. So can you tell me कि क्या opportunity cost आपके लिए था to studies? What did you give up? Did you give up movies, outing? क्या चीज आपको give up करना पड़ा?
Everything I had to give up. But everybody would have listened. I had some good friends who would listen, who would not pressurize me to go out, because they knew what mattered, how much this mattered. I pursued my parents as well to not disturb me, not give me any work right now. Just after 2 months, I will listen to you. I had a lot of things, but it's okay. For 2 months, It is okay to give up everything and just
And
focus
it
on your
paid off
study.
with Delhi School of Economics. So,
Yeah.
if I were to put this as a strategy in a game theory,
Hmm.
okay, so strategy in terms of mock test, strategy how to deal with peer competition, and strategy to deal with a situation which is not a certain one. So uncertainty के साथ में कैसे आपने ये तीनों चीज के साथ में डील किया? सबसे पहला मॉक टेस्ट, एंड हाउ
Mock
इम्पोर्टेंट आर द मॉक टेस्ट्स?
mock tests are very important. I used to give in the last 2 months. I used to give two mock tests daily,
Each and every day.
each and every
Wow.
day, because I would not be able to do it fully because I had knowledge gap in the first days, and ISIK papers are very difficult. So they needed the last week I used to give the ISIK papers, but CUET papers were fairly easier. So, and you know if you know the answer or you don't know the answer. So it took me somewhere around 1 hour each paper. So I could have given CUET papers, and what mattered for me, I knew ki 1.5 hours was there for CUET. I could give 1.5 hours only in this 2025 paper. So I used to set my target so that I can give the entire paper in 1 hour. So that happened, and I used to give every day 2 hours. And to be honest, I should have started it way before all of this. I should have started the mock test by November. I should have started it because no amount is enough.
So
At
you
the end
actually
of
put a very important point. आपने इतना लेट किया स्टार्ट. डू यू रिग्रेट कि काश मैं जून में स्टार्ट कर लेता तो शायद मेरा आईएसआई भी हो जाता, या समथिंग बेटर वुड हैव हैपेंड?
Yes, I do. Yes, absolutely, I do. I absolutely do. Got into another coaching, and he was not teaching me well, and not taking a decision then and there actually cost me a lot. So it was not that I was not putting in the hours, but the hours were put in very
In a
not
futile effort.
in a futile effort, not very smartly. So the way EduSure has their material, I was flabbergasted. How is this possible? Everything is managed, organized very well, and I do not have to waste a single second to navigate whatever I want. That was a very good thing about this. And entire the portal, the website, it was really good. Whatever material I wanted, I could have gotten in a few seconds, and that is not what many coaching centers give, I would assume.
No, that's actually a very valid point. So, whenever a student actually decides, they start off instantly. That's the first thing. Secondly, as you said, mock tests extremely important, which is actually taken for granted by many students. So at EduSure, we have actually provided you approximately 250 tests, इंक्लूडिंग टॉपिक टेस्ट एंड CUET के 10 हैं टेस्ट, ISI के कुछ हैं, IIT के 10 टेस्ट हैं, so on and so forth. So it is extremely important, and I have actually seen a pattern. Most of the students who have actually made it to the top institutes, they have all given at least 40 to 50 tests. And the ones who are also repeating this year with us, they actually say the same thing कि sir 90 minutes में हम लोग तो attempt ही कर पाए 40 questions, क्योंकि प्रैक्टिस ही नहीं था. And you put across a very valid point that my target was to give all the 75 questions in 1 hour, because in the actual examination I have only 1.5 hours. So that pressure of that examination, automatically my time management will go down. So at home I will be giving this examination in only 60 minutes, not 1.5 hours. So that's a very valid point, which I want everyone else who is actually listening to this to set a target at home कि especially CUET के लिए आपको 1 घंटे में देना है पेपर, right?
Because at the end of the day, you are studying, but you are not studying for the essence of studying. You are studying to appear for an
Crack
examination.
this examination. Exactly. To put in the knowledge in that 1 hour is the skill that a student has to develop. So, ये मैंने देखा है कि बहुत बार नॉलेज आ जाता है स्टूडेंट के पास में, बट वो नॉलेज को वो 1 hour में 1.5 hours में अप्लाई करके सॉल्व करना एंड एक्चुअली क्रैक दैट एग्जामिनेशन, वो नहीं कर पाते बच्चे. सो दैट इज समथिंग एज अ वेरी वैलिड पॉइंट दैट यू पुट अक्रॉस कि प्रैक्टिसिंग द मॉक टेस्ट इज एक्सट्रीमली इंपॉर्टेंट, एंड यू डिड 2 tests every day. That is absolutely unreal.
That has to.
मैं तो सजेस्ट करता था स्टूडेंट्स को that do at least one mock test every day. internal days, but
Hmm.
you managed to do two of them. That is amazing.
It was the same, but just in the afternoon session, from 2 to 3, I used to give one, and in the night from 11 to 12, I used to give one, and I used to call it a day to review whatever I've learned. And
And how did you handle, uncertainty? क्योंकि obviously uncertainty as a situation, peer competition इतना ज़्यादा है. So how did you motivate yourself कि छोड़ो ये सब चीज़ के बारे में नहीं सोचना है, खाली focus करें. How did you motivate yourself to do that?
I think for me, whenever these things used to come in my mind, whatever distraction it is, कि phone देखना है या फिर मेरा क्या होगा, DSE होगा नहीं होगा, what will I do, I used to just go head first in the study, like whatever I'm studying, maths or whatever, I used to go head first, and after 5 minutes or so, I was so busy studying कि all of this would have gone. Yeah, it results in trouble sleeping if you don't take care of this very much, but at the end of the day, you have to handle this pressure by yourself.
Because ये preparation में, back end में, this is actually very important. Most of the students want to give up buckling under the pressure कि इतना competition है, मेरा तो कैसे होगा, मेरे को तो समझ में ही नहीं आ रहा है, and I'm not being able to follow anything. Yet coming out of that self doubt and being able to perform is something that each one of us has to develop in order to crack these institutes. And as you said कि आपका ये था strategy कि किताब को खोलो and you get into studies, so everything else will just vanish. Right?
Because
That's a very valid point.
how much will you torment yourself? You will get into the studies, you will see one topic, two topics, and then your brain will just focus. It will happen. It's not focus which is the determining part of these examinations, or in life general, it is discipline. Focus just comes with discipline.
Right, right. So if I were to say that the production function of your output, the output is Delhi School of Economics, what were the most important and key inputs that made DSC happen? Give me two things, two most important things that, okay, ये
Discipline
मेरे
and
पास में था इसलिए DSC हो गया. Two key inputs.
so discipline and food.
Food.
Yes, you need to eat good. You cannot eat very bad. Like for example, if you don't take care of your health, or what you're eating, what is going in your body, you will not be able to. It's very real. You will not be able to put in the
That's a
hours.
very valid point. अभी तक मेरे को ऐसे responses ही मिले हैं, hard work and don't give up. But food is in fact a very very important ingredient.
Yes.
If you have fried food a lot, it affects your mental state also. So eating the right food is also very very important in order to stay focused.
Eating
Isn't
the
it?
right food at the right time, because I am from Bengali family and we eat rice a lot, and rice is very bad for productivity because it induces sleep. So I used to not eat a lot of things in the morning. I used to eat only after I have done studying, like from 3 o'clock, and then I would take a nap, because if I don't take a nap, then I would not be able to perform again.
So
You
can you
have
tell me a daily routine? When did you wake up and what did you eat? Very quickly. It'll be nice to hear it. And how did you manage?
some days it would not have been very good. I would be distracted from my schedule, but my idea was that I used to wake up at 6, and then have my coffee and some sprouts at 7, by 7, and then after 7 I used to study for 2 hours or so, 7, 8, 9, and by 9 I used to go to the library in my city, okay, because the environment was good, and then I would have studied there till 3 o'clock, and then I would have come home, have my food, and have a nap, and then again I would have drank coffee. I did drink coffee a lot. That is not good for health, but it helps me focus. So and from evening till 11 I would have studied, and without any food, no food till there, because I tend to focus less when I have a full stomach, and then after 11 or so I used to eat, and if I get hungry I used to snack on some biscuits or some sprouts or some salad or something, or some puffed rice even, which we call muri in our Bengali. So I used to do that, not too much.
So I am from Kolkata. I love jhalmudi. I love bhel. So moody is a very patent thing for or West Bengal. So
Yeah.
eating samosa with mudi mixed in it,
Yeah.
eating beguni with mudi, that's so normal, and I used to love
Mm.
that myself. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a good thing. It gives it does not take a lot of effort to make. I just had sada mudi with nothing because it's not good. Samosa and everything, it will do bad in your stomach. So I used to have sada mudi a little bit if I got hungry, only to spend the time till my dinner time, and it does not take a lot of effort. Just pour it in and eat it.
No, that's absolutely right. And then, so what did you do after you ate that? And
And I
can you
studied
continue
till
your schedule? Huh?
yeah, I studied till 11, and then 11 or 12, and then I had my dinner, and then reviewed everything, and then slept by 1 o'clock.
Okay. So 1 to 6 is what you used to sleep,
Yeah,
right?
5 hours, and then 1 hour in the afternoon, so 6 hours total.
6 hours is actually fine, but yeah, they say that you need to sleep for at least 8 hours in a day. But
Yeah, you
yeah,
should. But
exception
my
makes the rule. You didn't
yeah,
have that luxury. You
yeah, I did not
decided
have that
very late.
luxury.
Yeah, my daughter has also come for the interview, so she wants to see. Okay, so great. Now coming to the next aspect is in your preparation, there must have been hurdles. There what must have been black swan events which were absolutely unpredictable. And how did you manage that? And what were those black swan events that happened?
The greatest black swan event was my IIT Jam ka result. It was very unpredictable, and I did not do well in my jam. So, and I understood in that point of time that whatever I am doing, it is not enough. I have to do something. I have to change something. So during that, I took a decision. I took EduSure after the IIT Jam, which was very late. I understand, but it's
But
okay.
yet DSC happened, right?
Yeah,
So all's well that ends well.
yeah.
So you
It's
were able
I
to
feel.
do it in a very short span of time. So that's amazing, right?
And I feel even lucky that this happened. And
Right.
even after that, when I saw that how much syllabus is left and how much I have to study, it was very overwhelming at first. But the only thing which you can do in at that point of time is start. You have to start.
Yeah.
You have to make a habit. You have to give it your 100%. And if it does not happen, it does not happen. You have to have that mentality. Ki, whatever happens, I will not give up. I will not do anything else. I will not waste any more 1 second of my time, and I will be
You
100%
just get
focused
into
on.
it.
Yeah, get into
Right.
it. Everything will fall into place. Just start.
Right. Okay. So now, coming to advice, any advice to the future economic agents who are actually looking to get into a Delhi School of Economics?
First off, if somebody is in college, then they should start early, preferably in their second year of their BSc or BA or whatever. They should start early. Not very competitively, balancing the college ka studies and the master's ka studies as well. And if they are not in college and they are in their third year or in their gap year, then I would suggest to focus on the fundamentals, to give as many hours as possible, as humanly possible, for as long of a time as it takes. And don't only study. Also find one hobby, only one hobby which you can do. It might be gym. It might be just roaming around for 1 hour, or whatever freshens your mind. Just do it for 1 hour and do it
Yeah.
with absolute discipline. Don't let it leak. Don't let it go haywire on your life, or else it will not happen. That is what my advice is, to be very disciplined in whatever you do, because only this will help. Only discipline will help.
Right.
And work really smart. Take the good decisions, and if you smell any kind of things which are not helping you, which is hanikarak for you, quote unquote,
Uh-huh.
then take your decision very fast. Don't think about anything. Just think about how I will go to DSE, and if this decision is helping me or not, DSE or ISI or whatever your dream college is.
Hmm.
And if the answer is no, then you have to take a decision.
Right.
That is what my advice
Okay,
is.
so now getting into a rapid fire. So I'll be telling you something, and you need to reply in only one word.
Okay.
Okay. Define your economic journey.
Pleasant.
Okay. Your favorite economic concept.
Behavior.
Your favorite micro or macro.
Micro.
Okay. Your feedback on EduSure student portal.
Very great.
Okay. Samkit sir.
Great teacher, actually.
Okay, great. Right. So, in the end, I just want you to give just one message to someone who is down in the dumps, very disheartened, how do they pick themselves up and inspire themselves? Just one message, maybe a line for them.
Whatever you are feeling is happening to you has happened to someone else and they have picked themselves up. So as a person who is striving to do good, you cannot afford to give up. Whatever you have started, it is your duty to end it, and end it with a smile, end it with a blast, to be honest. Yeah.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Thank you so much, Priyangshu, for your time.